The year is 2015. I am in the living room as a little kid on the computer watching some stuff that I probably shouldn't be watching as a kid. Like this one, and especially this one. Let me die, please! Let me die! A little fun fact, that video wasn't called Spider-Man Goes Crazy. It was called Spider-Man Commits Sewer Slides. Yeah. And that's when I stumbled upon one channel that would make me have to go on a freaking 5-hour search. That channel was Little Batman. And immediately after, I just clicked on the next video I saw because, my attention span was really bad. But that channel always stuck with me because it was really well made at the time. And I loved it. And I always watched it over and over and over again because I always thought it was so interesting. We had real life actors mixed in with toys. Like, that's never been done before, man. It's crazy. But yeah. But after a while, your boy grew up and became lost. After a while, it just kind of slipped out of my mind, I didn't really think about it. It was just a silly show that I watched on YouTube, same old thing. And then I tried to find it again, to no avail. Then I tried again, nothing. That's when I realized this might be some new lost media. So eventually, I made a YouTube video about it, obviously. I started the channel a while ago. And I recreated what I saw. Some people try to help, but, overall, they couldn't find it. And I made more recreations, but I think it just confused a lot of people, And that's what I remember. I even used the Wayback Machine to find it. Nothing. And I was at this whole loop over and over and over, thinking I found it. No, I haven't. Using different search terms. Nothing. So one day, I just decided, hey, let's go on the Wayback Machine and just look what's on there, because it's probably gone. Then I see the Spider-Man video with the Uncle Ben, the parody. And I click on it. And then that's when I see it. At the corner of my eye, I see it. Bingo. I've won. After hours of searching, I finally found it. And this is what I had to see. Basically, the channel is pretty old. The video was released in 2009, so I was right about that. And, it's just a regular channel. Now, basically, we gotta ask the big question. What is this even about? From what I can see, this channel is basically just some random kid's channel. Basically, he would go on and make little storylines and stuff. Obviously, his persona was a little Batman, as you can see. And basically, he would dress up as Batman. And I'm just telling you, this kid had range. He played Batman, Hulk, Tony Stark, and Spider-Man. Like, I'm just saying, that's range. Before we get excited, we have to hold our horses for a bit because there's still something missing. As you can see on the channel, part 1 is up and part 3 is up, but part 2 is not up, as you can see. I tried clicking on the video, nothing. This is still lost media. As we can see, we have a very good amount of content that we have. We know the channel name, we know what we're looking for, and we know that there's still some videos archived on YouTube. It's just only a matter of time before we find it. Like, it's out there somewhere, It's not completely lost, it's just out there somewhere. But we gotta ask ourselves the real question. Why was this channel deleted? Because I can't find it anywhere now. And who made it? If we wait at the end of the video, we can see credits. And the first name that pops up is Xander Duca. That is the name of the kid who plays Lil Batman. Now, I took this and went to Reddit to get more answers. That's when I found a post of a guy who actually remembered the channel. The post reads, "This is a genuine question because I've been seeing a lot of people talk about it, and I want to see if people actually remember this. But during the early 2010s on YouTube, there was a DC/Marvel fan called Little Batman, which was made by someone named Xander Duca. The videos were about a young boy and his family making Marvel/DC fan films, more particularly DC, dressed up and using toys, or just making up their own stories using some elements from the movies at the time. I'll put a playlist link below. I would be extremely shocked if no one remembers this, as some of their videos, such as Little Avengers Part 2 of 3, did have millions of views. But if anybody remembers this channel, do you know why the channel no longer exists and why there's only barely any archived videos lying around? And if you actually have can find some of these archived videos, only ones I think of is Little Spider-Man Part 2 of 3 and Little Avengers Part 2 of 3. After reading this, I immediately went to the comments to get some answers, and I saw something pretty interesting down here. I think I remember Xander saying somewhere that he lost his family laptop and the videos were deleted for some reason, but FI1PSTR2 seems to be his only channel now. And going to his channel, well, there it is, Little Batman. Like, it just kind of confirms it right there. I thought this would be a very hard search, but no, there he is. And if you're wondering what he looked like, well, here it is. Very interesting. But he has a TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, and he's still active online, so, you know. He also has a Discord, so if you want to message him, there it is. Someone actually did talk to him, and this is what they had to say. Older post, but I actually talked to Xander on Discord a few years back. Cool guy. He's still on YouTube under the name FI1PSTR2, but his content is entirely Fortnite stuff now. Going to his Instagram, I actually found a lot of interesting things, such as that he's now a father, 22, and he has a wife, which is really good. Really happy for him. Checking the comments on some of his posts, I actually found some very interesting stuff. What happened to your channel? Is it still up, or no, someone took it over and just recently took it down? This actually relates to a comment I found on Reddit. Take a look. I remember his channel got hacked and a video called Dentist in Siberia Town got uploaded. It was some Slavic dude pulling his teeth out with pliers with his what the f? So I'm guessing what really happened to his channel was that it got hacked, and apparently a video of that was up there. Very interesting. Another interesting thing I found was that apparently there was a movie. And there was a movie at some point, I remember. That's still up, but I think it may have been separated from his particular channel, but I'm not sure. I tried to find it, but I literally can't find it. But he might be referring to this one, I believe, but it's obviously made by a different kid. Who knows? And also, it's just an episode, you know, like 20 minutes, so probably not. Now, the reason why I wanted to find this channel so bad was because it basically inspired me to do what we have today, the video you're watching right now, you know, the channel, you know, inspired me to like make content and like just be creative and just put things out there, you know, just seeing this kid, you know, make his own videos, you know, his own videos with his toys and stuff. Like, it was an amazing thing seeing for the first time, you know. I never seen anything like this before, you know. I seen a stop motion, but he mixed it in with like live action, and it was just really creative. And seeing that creativeness is such an inspiration for me, because I wanted to do that. I wanted to go and make videos. It wasn't just, you know, the Little Avengers. It was channels like Lazarus One, you know, seeing those stop motion videos. It was amazing. It was crazy to see those, you know. And that inspired me to make this channel that you're watching today, you know. But also, I like to do other things like parodies and stuff like that, you know, reviews, you know. That's why this channel is called Zanel's Randoms, because it's random. You're not going to get the same thing every day. If I decide that, hey, I want to make that, I'm going to make it. But if I decide, no, I want to make something else instead of this, you know, I'm not really consistent with my stuff. But I make sure to the best of my ability that whatever I put out, it's at least quality. Like, at least, you know, something you can actually watch instead of the slop that we see today on YouTube. And that's a big problem that we have today. Just slop after slop after slop. My mission is basically just to release good quality videos for y'all. And, you know, this channel was like the prime example of creativity. And I am really glad that I found it. And I'm really glad that it exists, basically. But yeah, that's basically it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys like and subscribe. And don't worry, I'll be making more content. I have a whole list of videos. But yeah, like and subscribe. Later.